Hello everybody, my name is Elenator and welcome back to Minecraft Through the Android, second best MTTA round. Here we are. I took some damage. Was I up there originally? Took some damage when I spawned in. I was standing under here. I wonder if it spawned me too high and I suffocated and then I poop. Not important. So here we are. That was a lag spike and I just about walked off the edge there. We're not going to do that, I hope. Chirp, chirp. Alrighty, so we were working on our little cave here. That's not so much of a little cave anymore, because I need to keep working on that staircase that I didn't do last time, of which I don't have any stairs. I did not forget this time. Party potato. As much as I wish I could throw the party potato up on screen, it did not work previously. Maybe one day I'll try again. Nighttime is here. Howdy, Paul. Welcome back. Will there be bad guys? You doing this again? Come on, Minecraft. It seems to be getting worse and worse. Let's see, what episode are we on? We're on 72, right? Was yesterday 71 or was yesterday 72? I don't remember. Maybe we're on 73. That's kind of why I didn't say it at the start of this episode, because I kind of forgot. Even though I know I just said all the details. We are on 73. As long as I'm keeping up my stuff correctly. So if we're on episode 73, episode 80 is going to be the last episode for this part. I'll try to find where it is, being unhappy and taking its sweet time with trying to close. It's hiding from me. Where are you? There you are. Bye-bye. I would say task manager sees all, but that's not entirely true. Waiting. Even more waiting. Full screen. Taskbar not required. Everything's on. Boop. Who buzzed me? It can wait 2 hours. We are back. Climbing the staircase. Did you do it again? Is this the exact same spot? That message got sent twice on my end. No, OBS picked it up that it got sent twice as well. Where are these flowers breaking or being placed? Do I need to get rid of... No, I can't get rid of every flower. I don't want to go back to the creative world, but I like my extended reach. Loading certain chunks. Am I gonna need to turn down the render distance? I'm just trying to play the game here. Alright, say goodbye to you. I have had so much fun in 0.10. I am having so much not fun in 0.11. But at the same time, we're still not even at the full release yet. Chirp, chirp, chirp. What am I looking for? Live stream. So what we're gonna do before we get in here, we're gonna say turn on blindness, even though I'm pretty sure the blindness effect is in the game. I'm not crazy. You do spawn a block or two higher than what you're supposed to be. Interesting. The game loaded so much faster though. It's probably because there's so much less to load on initialization. Should have said that first. How short is short? Why does this feel so far? Like, this is the shortest render distance? Street sweepers here. It's Wednesday. Alright, well, what we'll do... I wonder if the VRAM I have on here is even less than... Or I guess it would just be RAM overall. I wonder if the RAM I dedicated on here is less than what I dedicated to my previous instance. Alrighty, so I came back here because I needed the stairs that have been cobbled. Once I find the stairs that have been cobbled. We have 33. This is going to save me 33 blocks that I don't need to, or not place, I don't need to craft later. Yeah, this is not much shorter than whatever the third notch is. Pun intended. This feels like 2 or 3 chunks less than that. Like, there's a minimum distance, and each notch just adds 1 or 2 additional chunks. Maybe it'd be like 4 chunks less than previously. Oh, lag spike, no thank you. Yeah, for being the shortest render distance I can set, this feels very far. Because you play on Tiny on Java, back when Tiny was still around, and then that's a whopping 2 chunks. That is absolutely tiny. Oh, that looks kind of cool. The edge of the cave is just barely shrouded in fog. Then you get to the middle of it and it looks fine. That's kind of neat. Alrighty. So what we're doing is going up here. Does 0.3 even have a render distance slider? Alrighty, so we gotta go up there, which means we need stairs. Can I do stair, 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 stair? Alright, so this is block 1. Let me kind of visualize this. So the stairs would go at this distance. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want 4 and 5. That's right here, which means I think these 2 blocks. Nope, I need to slide it forward 1. We're gonna hope I did this right. We're about to find out. In fact, I'll be smart and start with the full blocks. Hey Cole, how's it going? Probably not very good. Ow. I don't think the coal appreciates having a pickaxe be driven into it. Oh, now I get it. There you go. Okay, hold on. Let's keep that there. No other surprise gravel above me? I don't think so. Hooray, I made it! Except I put the pathway way over there. Oh boy. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna say goodbye to you. Did I see an arrow? Oh no, I saw the particles. So we're gonna say goodbye to you, because apparently I was a ding-dong, and I completely forgot that I was gonna put the pathway back there. And I guess now, if I really wanted, I could build this back here, or I could slide the staircase even farther forward. Because I did get it lined up correctly, right in the middle where I wanted it. So what we'll do, I'll probably just have it be 2 blocks maybe, and then put the stairs here. So we have more to dig. And howdy, welcome back. I don't know what you typed it. What were you trying to say? Because that's why I couldn't figure it out. Alright, so then that means maybe I want this to be even farther, because what if I put, let's just say goodbye to this, which means we're going to slide the stairs even farther forward. Hey, now I have plenty of headroom. So that means the pathway goes here. Oh, when Microsoft bought Minecraft. There we go. See, that makes sense. Chirp, chirp. There we go. Yeah, now I have all this headspace up here. And let's just fill in this path. Boop. Do we know where the term Microsoft officially came from? Because all I can think of is microprocessor and software. Alright, well I made it up here. We now have our first and second. No, this is the first. No, this is the second. This is the first. Okay, we now have our first, second, and third together. You say May. Do we not know for sure? Where did Microsoft get its name? This is interesting. I would have expected one of y'all to know. So I have the first 3 platforms there, and I have to line it up with that one? Can I have this? Oh, wait a minute. If that's the big platform up there, I could just go straight across. Oh, wait, I'm gonna have to dig up all of this then. Oopsies, let's not walk into what used to be lava. Microprocessor software. Interesting. Alrighty, so I gotta get that straight across over to there. Or I take the other route, because I have cobblestone designated down here. 4 hits with a diamond sword is still crazy to me. Because I still have this platform down here that needs to be lined up, but this can kind of wait around. There used to be a hyphen in it. That's before my time for sure. Maybe what I'll do is I'll build another platform between this one, because I think this is kind of wood territory. Oh wait, hold on, maybe it's not. Where's the next wooden pathway? Did I not? Okay, that doesn't go anywhere. There was another pathway over here. Where is it? Does it not go that far yet? We go up, and it just sort of... No, it goes down here. Oh, so it goes across the bridge. I see, I see, I see. Okay. Yeah, I still want this to be a double-decker bridge, where I've got the one down here, then another one up top. But we're not there yet. I'm trying to visualize how to connect this area, but I didn't do a good job of planning it out. That one's my fault. So if I got that one there, I really might just boop, set up another one right around here or so. But what is in this ceiling? Because I'm gonna need more headspace if I want to have a second bridge running up here. Yeah, that was definitely before my time. Alrighty, hold on, let's head... Come on. There you go. Auto jump just doesn't want me to get to where I want to be. So we have this little area. Hey, there's that sheep I keep pointing out. I don't know how he got there, but he's hanging around. So we go all the way over here. Let's check out what's down here really quick. This did not get me anywhere. I am right back where I started. Because that's the cobblestone platform I was first on. Oops. No cobble left behind. So I gotta go way over here, essentially. There's a grass block. Where did this grass block come from? Did an Enderman steal it from the surface, teleport down here, place it, and then that sheep spawned on this one grass block? I'm pretty sure I would have remembered this being here, because this looks like a little hole where I dug out iron or something. As someone who doesn't use auto jump, I did not know. I'd rather sprint upstairs without auto jump. Alrighty, I needed to find a different solution as I get to enjoy my 12 block reach for a little longer. Apparently, this 12 block reach was supposed to be a creative exclusive thing, and it affects survival mode with split controls off. And hooray, I get to enjoy it until build 12 next time when it gets fixed. Alrighty, so if I can't really go up, I think I will just go down, which means I'll probably end up having a separate pathway from there run down to this area. But if I'm going to run it down to this area, I'm going to want to carve it out even more. So if that's right there, that means essentially all of this is going to go. Alright, well, let's just start digging. This is probably an unnecessary amount of carving out I'm doing for this cavern. But once it's over, it'll be great because it'll be such a wide area, such a large volume for me to work with. I don't know what I'll put down here. I'm just focusing on the pathways. And then I'll go from there. I'll need to add support columns. Those are what the extra logs are for. I don't know what I'm going to do with that 14A08 world. Right now, nothing. When an idea arrives, then I'll figure out something. Current world tasks involve trying to convert Wii U worlds as I try to figure out the logistics behind getting a Wii U series going. Switch is first and foremost. That'll be next. Build a house in a box and flood the box. But why? I would ask why you frame limit your 3050, and then I remember that you run on a laptop. Now look at all of this. This was a nice little stone area to work with, but it's gotta go. I'm hoping that this section that I'm currently in will end up similar to right over there. How all of this is now nice, big, and open. This looks a little dark. Let me drop a torch. I feel a yawn coming. No yawns, please. But once I figure out how to connect this platform with the others, we'll go from there. I'm probably going to end up adding another cobblestone platform or two. Oh wait, hold on. Is there? There is. I was afraid of that I did not properly clean up this space. Maybe I should have kept the water bucket down here. Oops. There was water back there. Oh wait, hold on. I don't need a water bucket. I just need irrigation. What did people do to control water back before we had plumbing? Gravity. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna dig that. Fill that in real fast. We're gonna start over here. And fill that in temporarily. Come on. There we go. I see you, water, as you get close to where I want you to be. Oh wait, it worked. You know, that is true, they did use buckets. But like, that's not endless water. That is as much as you can fit in the bucket. Oh, come on, you're so close. One more block. There you go. Party potato. I kind of made this place a little ugly though with the additional cobblestone. Oh well. Back to what I was doing. Maybe I should move this all over as well. Like, what if I just shave this down? Build a bigger bucket. Well, that works up until a certain point when you reach diminishing returns. One thing I've wondered, I didn't think about this until now, but one thing I've wondered, I guess I wonder now, how did they used to stock water towers for the 1800s steam engines? You would have these water towers set up along the line when time came to fuel up. How'd they get the water up there? I never thought of that before. Alright, let's just move this on over. Oh, come on, auto jump. Leave me alone. More buckets. So would they have a train with tanker cars or whatever they had back then, full of water, and then they would use buckets to get it, to hoist it up there? Look, blue carbon. I don't like where it's positioned though. That's a danger zone, I'd say. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna dig around this. See, if I was impatient, I could have just deleted that diamond. And just like that, 12 block reach is super effective. I am really filling it up down there. There we go. that was a whole blob of cobblestone just for one diamond. That's okay, as I get to enjoy my tiny sliver of water. I'm probably gonna push this back though. What I could do is slide this over. And I'll just let it drop off here because this is where we're working now. I think it might be time to say goodbye to that water that I temporarily covered up. You know what? How about we be smart though? Bad guys keep showing up in places where I don't want bad guys to be. So what we'll do is we'll put torches to prevent bad guys from showing up in places where I don't want bad guys to be. And bye-bye. Alright, cool. So now we gotta keep working on this. I wonder at what point this is considered mega build status. Do you consider holes mega builds? I have no idea if that counts, because you're not building anything, you're just clearing out terrain. At what point do you consider a part of Minecraft a build? Is it only when you place blocks? Or does removing blocks count as well? I feel like a single chunk is too small. There's no set size for mega builds though. Alright, let's think. So, that's all there. The problem is there's a lot of sharp edges right here, and that's what I'm trying to get rid of. Plus, that platform's still half buried. Which means, I guess we're gonna start getting rid of this now. I wonder how I'll slope this downward, though. This is not a good area. I'm sure people have made, or have used cubic chunks to make mega builds. Thousands of blocks on any axis. But at the same time, you also need to see all of that, or else you're kind of missing out. Is cubic chunks compatible with Voxy or Distant Horizons? Who buzzed me? Speaking of Voxy, Ant Venom was planning on making a video comparing the two. That ended up not happening. At least not yet. I don't know how far he got on the video. But he posted teasers on that on Twitter a while back. I don't know what you're talking about with Nintendo's latest activities. Can you stop falling in a hole? Not Steve, because I'm not Steve anymore. Hooray for skins. Alright, this is a very odd area. I did not do well on this. It's so inconsistent with the rest of the cavern I've been working on. Remember when this used to be a cave? And I've said it before, I've forgotten what the difference is between cave and cavern. You talked about this however long ago, but the knowledge did not stick. Alright, let's take a step back, because now I need to see how it's currently going, and how it is I'm going to reach that tiny platform. Because I got that one down there, and it has to go up to there, or over there. Maybe I'll have a pathway running along the side there, and I'll have it meet up somewhere over there. Or what I could do is I could run it back into that cave and have the staircase for this one somewhere over here. Because if I have this staircase up top going down, let me just make sure that there's nothing there currently. There is, in fact, nothing here currently. So, what we could do, we'll start the staircase right here. I'm going to make sure I do it right this time. Maybe once I get this pathway in place, I'll have a better vision for how I want to open this all up. I think once I'm done digging and placing everything it is that I want down here, this is going to be one of my largest Pocket Edition builds. One of the largest Pocket Edition projects. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Alrighty, so we're going to avoid this water, because I want to keep it safe. What we'll do is probably expand this into a 6x6 platform. I don't know what being drunk feels like, but I've been exhausted before. Howdy, Akia, welcome back. There you go, we'll do that. Alright, I need to bring that over. We're gonna need a staircase here. Oh, in fact, how about we do one of those sideways staircases? So what we do, we start right here. Hey, look, more red dust. Do I really want to mine it, though? I'm kinda not feeling it. That's what Notch called it for like 3 days. There was red dust in the first version it came out, 1.0.1. I think it was Alpha 1.0.2 or 1.0.3 that it had the name Redstone. Okay, so we have this pathway here. Now we need to get it somehow. That somehow's the big, I don't know part, because it needs to end up somewhere way over here. Oh boy. Okay, so it has to end up off in this direction, which means, oh boy, this is a lot of caving. There's a lot of caves I have to go through. All right, so we'll start right here, I guess. As long as I can walk underneath this bridge, we're fine. So we'll just connect this real fast. All right, cool. No problems. Howdy, Kosker, welcome back. We were talking about SpongeBob yesterday. I can't remember what I was going to ask you, but you weren't here to answer SpongeBob questions. Alrighty, so the pathway needs to go in some strange directions. So if it's here, how about make it go there? Whoop. No, torch. Saw something red or orange flash on the screen up there. Alright, so now I think... How do I want to do this? Me from the past kind of filled this in back before I had a water bucket, because I remember building this bridge here to safely get across. Because this used to be lava. I'm almost tempted to turn this into another platform. I don't know what I'll do with it. And I just deleted that torch. Sorry, torch. So we'll do... Oh, we're gonna run out of stairs. Oops, 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 oopsies. Alrighty, so we'll have this one... I don't know. How about... We're gonna need to come back with more stairs, but I'll start with this. Alright, let's go make those stairs. I think once I get the support columns in here, the platforms and the pathways won't look so weird. Because once I have the log pillars looming about, I think it'll be fine. Or what if I had log pillars for the wooden platforms, and I had... That's why I have a stone cutter, oopsies. I have log pillars for the wooden platform, and then stone brick pillars for the cobblestone platforms. That'll be something. That way we'll keep the two types separate. So this one goes this way. And then this one... Oops. And then now I just sort of bring this on over. There we go. Drop some torches, make sure it's nice and bright. No bad guys for me. Like, look at that. Mr. Zomble, hanging out in the ceiling. Don't need you ruining my day. Alright, where'd you go? There's gold up there, I'm gonna have to come up. No. Hiccup? No hiccups, please. Alright, buddy, I have a diamond sword I'd like you to meet. Hello. Oh my gosh, Bat, leave me alone. And you dropped a carrot. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. I feel like people who get mental whiplash from other people's age have insecurities with their own age. Oop, let's not. There we go. Alright, so this goes up, down, and around. It'd be really interesting if I could get a minecart going over here. Oh my gosh, wait a minute, another minecart going. I'd probably have to design that as a separate track. I don't think I want it on the wood or the cobblestone. Unless it ties the two together. It's gonna take too much thinking. There will be a day when Ian is an old man. Chirp, chirp. Oh wait, hold on. Where do I want to end up? Maybe I should be on this side. In which case, maybe I should go here instead. In fact, if we're opening all this up, why don't we just diggy diggy hole? I want to say that bug. I don't know if it's a bug or a poorly implemented code, but I want to say it gets fixed in Alpha 1.2.4. Maybe even 1.2.6. Assuming it's the bug I'm thinking. Because for a while, and through the early parts of Alpha 1.2, opening a chest with an item in your hand will use the item. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Unless... if I just do that. There we go. And yes, howdy potato, welcome back if I did not say it. But at least I thought it. Alright, I kind of cheated with this cobblestone because it's not directly path to path. Or it's not directly platform to platform. It's a continuation of the path. Close enough. I don't feel like undoing it. So hooray, we now have this one connected to down here. Connected to this one, and we don't have another exit point. I still haven't solved the issue I introduced half an hour ago. How to connect that platform up there with this platform down here. Because I want it to be one continuous line. That's why this wood only has one starting point, as opposed to having a second path branching over to there. Unless if I really wanted to make it a loop, but I'm trying to avoid that if possible, because that's the easy route. I want the challenging route. What I'm currently doing uses more brain power. So, I need to connect either this platform here or that platform there with the platform up there somewhere. Problem is, up there is currently half buried. Because I have all this vertical space over here. Hello, other Zomble. I have all this vertical space over here, but then I don't have the same area in this direction. Yeah, what I'm currently standing on might just end up being carved out. Because over here, the ceiling is much lower. So that platform... Decisions, decisions, decisions. I guess what I could do is... Oh, I didn't do anything right there. I wonder if I'm going to end up carving up those planks. In fact, I could Halo reach from here. How does this look? In fact, how about I dig up all of this real fast? If you don't play this version, you will never appreciate just how nice it is having a 12 block reach. But now that that's flatter, what I could do is I could have a bridge. In fact, I need to get over there. What I could do now is I can have a bridge extending off in this direction. And it won't interfere with that one down there. Alright, give me the goods, please. Don't have the inventory space, but that's okay. The first rule to making a plan is always make two. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Does the back button not close the chest? I have to press the X? What is this? Oop, there's wood down there. How did I end up with an odd number of planks? This was a pathway that was all even numbers. Huh. I don't have to press the X. The button's just not working. Well, that's a problem. Unless I'm just being crazy. I don't know. But yeah, how did I end up with... Oh, there it is. Now it's an even number of planks. See, when you work with even numbers and something turns out odd, you know you did something wrong. Alrighty, so now I have less of a distance to travel because I have either that platform there or I have, where is it? That platform there. That is way up top though. I basically have to drop a lot more than I have to slide over, but the problem is now that wooden pathway is sort of getting in the way. Because I ended up way over there, and I need to be either down here or down there. So what I might do is, there's this cave running through somewhere up there, I think. What I'll probably just do is end up using that. And then I'll figure out some way often from that direction to work. One thing at a time, one thing at a time. And I didn't realize how convenient that was to get up. Yeah, so what we'll do... Where's that tunnel? There's another zombie. Hello. We're just going to use stairs to get rid of that real fast. There's that mysterious grass block. I know the cavern's below me, but I'm just not seeing it. Do I really have to... I think I have an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I have an idea. We're going to have to head back, though, to execute this idea. Alright, let's toss all that. Yeah, I don't know what I did, but the back button is definitely not acting like a back button right now. That's a big bowl of sadness, but oh well. Alright, let's return. Was the Minecrafter being bored of their builds a reference to you as you were looking at your past builds? I couldn't figure out if you were talking about me or some other person. And it's nighttime. Because of course it is. That's so far away. I'm gonna be really sad when this reach goes back to normal. InDev is so boring. Oh, you want to tell that method? Haha, you'd get a whole essay in the response. Howdy, Pep, welcome back. Phone versions took so long to catch up because phone versions were targeted towards phone versions. They don't do that anymore. They made Java Edition. I should say they made the Bedrock equivalent of Java features work on phones. And I'm still waiting for the day, however long it takes, for mobile phones to be removed from Bedrock. I'm gonna keep hoping and waiting. I don't know if this is gonna be a hill I end up dying on, though. Oh yeah, if you're saying InDev is boring, didn't you use a whole bunch of didn't you duplicate a bunch of stuff earlier? Alrighty, let's realize that I did not at all. I feel a sneeze coming. I don't know if I can pineapple this one. Are the sneezes gone? That'd be most appreciated. I feel like any Minecraft version can be boring if you don't have your own goals. The thing with vanilla modern is that there are more goals. You've got several different bosses. You have 3 whole dimensions to explore. Got a bunch of advancements you can go after. Minecraft is as fun as you make it. I haven't played the Aether mod in so long. I'm pretty sure at least, I still have a beta 1.7 Aether modded world somewhere floating around on one of my hard drives. What changed in alpha compared to infdev? Is there's a big difference between indev and alpha. Infdev rebuilt the game. New blocks and mobs. Isn't that the same thing after like infdev like 6.11? Alright, let's see. How much sand do we have? 29 sand. That's not powering miracles. Alright, sun is high enough to say that I can go sand digging without any problems. There was an Aether 2 like beta release, early access or whatever, way back in I think it was the 1.5 or 1.6 era. I can't remember. I might have an installation of that somewhere. I think that was its own installer. And then I thought I found out just recently that the Aether 2 had a full release within the last 4 or 5 months. And I was like, this wasn't fully released previously in the past decade plus. I don't know, but that was news to me however recent ago. I see you, Enderman. I don't see you anymore. I see you again, Enderman. Come on. Live long enough. I still wish that Enderman dropped Ender Pearls, even if the Ender Pearl itself was useless. Beta 1.8 had that in its future proofing. Not having caves in InfDev is a big drag. I understand that. As much as I like InfDev 4.15, not having caves is rather tedious. You mean I have to mine every single block? People seem to like InfDev 4.14. I feel like I'd be hard pressed to find 4.15 mods. That's a potato. What are the drop rates? It feels like I get a potato or carrot every stream from Zombles. This feels much more common than on Java. When you say ore generation is the same, are you saying that ores generate at the exact same coordinate for every seed in InfDev 3.27? Howdy, Griffin, welcome back. They don't feel common to me, but at the same time, I also don't play enough modern Java for when Zombles do drop carrots and potatoes. It always felt uncommon in the past. I feel like Classic wouldn't have stuck around long enough, even if they willingly did not choose to remove it in 2015 or whenever. Wasn't it around... Wasn't it afterwards that Java applets officially stopped being supported on modern browsers? For the same thing as Flash, security reasons. Sun's going down. It'll be time to wrap this up real fast. Yeah, I think the key is technically considered stuck. Wait a minute, I can't pause the game then. Hold on. Do I have to physically press the button? I do. Huh. For some reason, that button just stopped working. Well, that's okay. Blue Crab 2, feels recently, but I think the video itself is already starting to get dated. Made a video however long ago talking about all the differences between the original 0.23 and the JavaScript 0.23. Can't remember any of it though. Chirp chirp. Of course I still have the Long Haul to the Far Lands albums, the original audio export. One thing I don't understand is what went wrong with the Steve model for the JavaScript version. Because it used to work, and then one of the updates ruined the Steve model. Nope! Did they change Mob AI? I remember the green beans walking left. Well, my left, they're right. Did they finally bring over the 1.2 AI? Java 1.2?